All right, again, this is an excerpt from the original story of Pinocchio, and this is a dialogue between Pinocchio and the talking cricket. All right, I'm going to try holding this paper behind me so you don't see my eyes looking down the whole time. "I will not go," answered the cricket, "until I have told you a great truth." "Tell it to me then, and be quick about it. Woe to those boys who rebel against their parents and run away capriciously from home. They will never come to any good in this world, and sooner or later they will repent bitterly. Sing away, cricket, as you please, and as long as you please. For me, I have made up my mind to run away tomorrow at daybreak, because if I remain, I shall not escape the fate of all other boys. I shall be sent to school, and shall be made to study, either by love or by force. To tell you in confidence, I have no wish to learn. It is much more amusing to run after butterflies, or to climb trees, and to take the young birds out of their nests. Poor little goose! Do you not know that in that way you will grow up a perfect donkey, and that everyone will make game of you?" "Hold your tongue, you wicked, ill-omened croaker!" shouted Pinocchio. But the cricket, who was patient and philosophical, instead of becoming angry at this impertinence, continued in the same tone. "If you do not wish to go to school, why not at least earn a trade, if only to enable you to earn honestly a piece of bread?" "Do you want me to tell you?" replied Pinocchio, who was beginning to lose patience. "Among all the trades in the world, there's only one that really takes my fancy. And that trade, what is it? It is to eat, drink, sleep, and amuse myself, and to lead a vagabond life from morning to night. As a rule," said the talking cricket with the same composure, "all those who follow that trade almost always end either in a hospital or in prison. Take care, you wicked, ill-omened croaker! Woe to you if I fly into a passion!" Now, a few more words are exchanged, and then the conversation ends abruptly after Pinocchio throws a hammer at the talking cricket and flattens him against the wall. Like I said in the last video, Disney changed a lot of things when they did their version. All right, now my comment is, the story is trying to provide a moral lesson about the foolishness of vagabond youth, but the main thing I noticed is what a poor job the talking cricket did at explaining the purpose of work to Pinocchio. Now, the cricket begins to give a valid explanation when he tells Pinocchio, "Learn a trade, if only to enable you to earn honestly a piece of bread." But the cricket doesn't follow through with the reasons that Pinocchio can understand. Pinocchio's stance, on the other hand, is at least based on his real-life experience. And based on his sheltered and limited experience of, well, being a vagabond, that's fun. School and work, that's not fun. So his stance actually made sense. But what he needed was for the talking cricket to explain that once you're no longer living with your parents or anyone else who might support you, in order to have a reliable food supply, you need the skills to either hunt or to gather your food, or the skills to grow it, or you have to have some kind of other skill that will enable you to make a product or provide a service so that you can trade for your food. Pinocchio needed the talking cricket to patiently explain why eating, drinking, sleeping, and amusing oneself cannot be considered a trade. I mean, what is he trading and with who? As a side note, I just want to point out that it's probably no coincidence that the word trade means not only to exchange, but it also means occupation. And my guess is that when people first began to barter with each other, they probably asked things like, "What's your trade?" Meaning, which is another way of asking, what occupation do you specialize in? So you can have some product that can be traded for my sack of grain. Now, back in part 2, I mentioned that in today's world, we often don't think of our job's purpose as to create a product so we can engage in trade for our survival basics. But instead, we think of our jobs as our means to our identity, or maybe our purpose, or maybe just our means to status in life. And that often goes in hand with trying to become as wealthy as possible. Now, the whole subject of work and wealth and happiness is a subject I also talk about in my book, which again is Hunting, Gathering, and Video Games, looking like this. But that's in the 6th and last chapter, and I want to go through all the chapters in order. So my next video will be about chapter 2, in which I discuss why do we have to use money. Hope you stay with me, and thanks for watching.